Alrighty then, hello there. Today is a Wednesday, and so yesterday we played a little bit of Splatoon, just kind of catch up since I haven't streamed in a week. And well, it was fun for the most part, but man, I was like, I just Splatoon was kind of kicking me in the teeth that day. It's been doing that a lot recently. I don't know, but I had plans for what the next like major thing we were gonna play was, but I'm gonna have to hold off on that for a little bit. But so instead, today we're playing a game that I played for the first time. Was it last year or was it this year? I actually don't even remember. I think it was this year. Was it last year? I don't remember. But Armored Core 6. When I first played this, I was absolutely obsessed with it, and I figured I was gonna stream it eventually. And since since I didn't have like a real concrete plan of what to do since our other plans fell through, so I figured why not just do this? So I don't really know how I'm going to approach this game though, because the whole thing about it is you have to, if you want to see every little bit of it, you have to play through the game 3 times in a row, basically. So I don't know if I'm going to play one campaign, do another one later. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're just gonna jump in. Hello, Mario. Hello. How you doing? Good to see you. You having a good times? Are the times good in the lands of the Marios? I hope so. I'm glad you can make it because this game is really damn cool. I love Armored Core, and this is the newest entry in the series. Came out a couple years ago. I love it. It's a blast. So I'm probably just gonna do that. Yeah, let's do it. I had to make sure everything was all set up because I think this is like the first time I'm actually streaming a game on my PS4. Weird how I haven't really done that yet, huh? Yeah. Okay. Is it just me or is this like adjust brightness thing always like a huge lie? Every time a game has something like this, it's like, oh, adjust the brightness so you can barely show. I feel like I always have to end up turning it up because the brightness that they recommend is always like way too low. Probably gonna leave it just like at the default there, because like if I was to make it barely visible, it'd be like here. No. Depends on their definition of barely visible. And I'll probably keep all of this standard. We're not going to be doing any matchmaking because, well, quite frankly, I do not have a PSN and will likely not be doing so. All right, enter pilot name. I guess I'll be. How do I work this keyboard? I'll be Probo. For some reason, that's one of our like go-to names. All right, Armored Core 6, the 6th entry, but not really because it's like one of those series that has a lot of entries and only a few numbered ones. It's like Armored Core like 12 maybe, if we're counting all the iterations.
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
Bark.
Handler Walter verified. Activating cerebral coral control device.
Coral.
Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
It's probably going to be like a huge problem for me to resist going Coral through this entire playthrough because this whole game is about Coral.
Time to get to work, 621. I'm powering down your entry capsule. On my signal.
We're coming from space.
Now, activate the AC.
No, they dang blew up my ship. It's fine. We have the power of giant robots on our side. Infinite power. Doing good. That's a cover contest. Word for the 5 runner-up says a digital copy when the game releases later this year.
Descent to ISB
Okay.
2262.
Excited about the release, but also worried that as far as you can tell, there's still quite a bit to do. Right.
Your position is grid 135. Off target, but within permissible range. There's a catapult ahead. Use it to close the gap.
That's cool. I think my interest in that game is kind of waned, I should say, not weighted. But you know, I guess that's cool. So here, this is what an AC is, an armored core. It's a robot that we pilot around. This is kind of one of those games that the controls kind of take a second to get used to, but once you do, it feels like a dream. And you know, it's basically a story about how stuff does energy. I'll probably I don't know, maybe I'll explain things as I go along, but I think I have to kind of familiarize things myself because it's been a while since I played this. Like, it's been like a few months. But yeah, you do have an auto target.
Guard mechs.
You can like lock on like Zelda style, but it's fine like that. For little guys like this, it's perfectly fine. But yeah. Yeah, that's how you do the thing with R3. Right. You also have 2 weapons and shoulder weapons. Speed run the game. I'm probably not gonna do that. I wanna take my time with it. All right, we start with a sword. Right. Usually I'm used to having two guns in my hands. And we also have a shoulder. We also have a rocket launcher on our shoulder that we can lock onto multiple targets with, or one, and just destroy the heck out of one. I'm probably not gonna speed run it, but you know, because I do want to take my time with the story and stuff like that. But yeah. This game being we also have a repair kit you can use at any time to heal up your damage. We're fine right now.
Patch it up.
It's okay, Handler Waltzer. We're just fine.
Down there. That's where you're landing. Access the catapult.
I will do so. But yeah, this game I think is probably one of the more accessible Armored Core games in the series. Not only just because, like, you know, it's like the new one, but it's one of those. It's kind of like a soft reboot kind of game where it has like vague references to older games in the series, but it's more or less its own thing. But not only that is that the controls are very modernized. I think
Time to fly.
because Armored Core has especially the early games, has had kind of a strange control scheme. Like up to like Armored Core
If we
1
get our hands
to
on Rubicon's
3, I want to say, you had to
plenty for a merc with a fried brain like you to buy their life back.
a fried brain. You kind of had to like control the camera with the shoulder buttons and the triggers. It was odd. You could get used to it though. But
Enough chat. Back to work.
no, this game
AC Rex
control. I think it controls like a dream.
mercenary license. We're illegals here. You'll need ID to operate.
Well, like our handler Walter said, we need an ID in order to continue. Also, there's a little bit of a dodge function, a quick boost that you could do. You're gonna want to make good use of that, especially when you're fighting against enemy ACs, because they're just about as fast as you are. I wasn't close enough to that. We also have an assault boost that'll allow us to fly at very high speeds, consuming our energy very quickly, but making a lot of distance. There we go. I need to remember how to reload though. Is my thing. I know there's like a you gotta kind of hit like a little bit of a button combination, but I dang old don't remember it.
We're being attacked! Unidentified AC! Return fire!
Yeah, kind of a big crux of this game's, I guess, learning curve is kind of learning how to, how to best use your energy. Because, you know, things are pretty simple right now. We're fighting these MTs and stuff and whatnot. They're not so bad. You just kind of, you know, float around, shoot at them, but things get quite a bit more intense later on. I can tell you that much.
We got something good! Get out of there! You can
Even though this game is kind of a lot more slowed down compared to older games in the series, it's still battles can be
Don't want them breathing down our necks.
quite quick indeed. But yeah, we're going around looking for a license right now that we could you know, use for ourselves. This one's a little bit tougher than the others. It's got a shield. Which if you encounter an enemy with the shield, you're just mostly gonna want to get behind them. Which you can easily do because they're in a giant flying robot. Here we go.
Extract the pilot data. I'll analyze it from my end.
Let's see. License code Thomas Kirk. License code extracted from an AC wreck in the contaminated city. Contains the pilot's registration data. Register number RB18. Call sign Thomas Kirk. Rank 26E. Affiliation independent. License expired. Well, shit.
This one's already expired.
That's not gonna work. If we use an expired license, we'll get pulled over by like the Rubicon police or something. And we're just some random schmoes who have access to this kind of technology. I can only imagine what other people might be rocking on the planet. Oh well. We'll just go elsewhere. Oh, you know what's kind of sad though? I wish that I wish I had the time to, because if I had the ability to, nice miss, dude. If I had the time to, I would have definitely made it so that my little me over there, I would have made it so that it looked like he was coming in through like comms or something, like, you know, like Star Fox. Just like make my audio intentionally crusty, but like, oh, Schmier, I'm the pilot of the Sure. I don't know why having lower quality microphone apparently turns me into like you know, some like mobster
50%.
from like the 30s or something. I don't know. That's what happens. I guess we'll see. I might do something like that later on, but I didn't quite have the time to. We're getting a little low on health. We could probably we don't quite need our health packs yet. I probably waste some of my missiles using on one of those little guys, but it's fine. In some of the older games, conserving your ammo is like a major concern of the game, because you wouldn't really end up getting a lot of refills or anything of the sort. You would sometimes. Like I remember Armored Core 1. For the most part, you wouldn't get any refills for your ammo, but if you did like a scene transition of some kind where you're like a different level loads, then you get ammo. But this game has like specific ammo replenishments that we can get later on. I can also refuel our repair kits as well. So, you know, with certain weapons, you need to preserve a lot more than others, because they just straight up don't have that much ammo. But I mostly kind of stick to rifles and stuff like that, so it's not usually that huge of an issue. Usually have plenty to go on. License code extracted from AC rank in the contaminated city. Registration at RB37. Call sign Monkey Gordo. Rank blank. Affiliation independent. License expires in 15 days.
It's still valid, but the pilot's rank is no good. We can't use this.
Their rank is NA, and their name is hilarious. No one would ever take us seriously if our name was Monkey Gordo. Come on. But yeah, despite the fact that I haven't actually ended up playing any Armored Core games on stream yet, besides this one, I have a little bit of experience with the series. I haven't played every game in the series, but I played the original on the PS1, which was an experience. I'm honestly still really impressed by the fact that these kinds of games existed on PS1, because yeah, of course they looked very PS1-ish, distinct PS1 style we all know and love. But a big part of Armored Core is like a lot of the customization you can do with your AC. You know, a big part of this game is kind of getting attached to your AC, making little adjustments to it. And a lot of that customization stuff is still present on the PS1 versions of the game. You could still, you know, your ACs are very customizable, even with, like, being able to draw your own emblems and stuff. And like, I don't know, maybe I'm just like easily impressed, but like I'm still kind of like amazed they were able to do stuff like that on the PS1. But I played the very first Armored Core. I played a little bit of Master of Arena, and then I played Armored Core 2 on the PS2. But I'm still, there's still a lot of games in the series I haven't played. I really wish a lot of these games would get ported to modern consoles, because, I mean, it's not like it's completely inaccessible, you know, but it'd still be nice. Anyway, registration number RP29, call sign G7 Hakra, rank 22D, affiliation Balaam Industries. License expires in 12 hours.
Corp license, easily traced. Forget it.
Mm.
Picked up one more wreck.
Well, it seems like we're a little SOL in terms of our licenses.
Go and check it out.
We're not having the best time trying to find a license for our time here on Rubicon. But I guess we're not out of options yet. But yeah, I just love the gameplay loop of this game so much. Also, there's catapults we can jump on. Just get on up upon them and jump up and perform a big jump.
To get some altitude.
Thank you, Walter. Whee!
That's it. Try accessing the wreck.
2 repair kits remaining.
I'm just gonna use that right away. What do we got here? We got a checkpoint. This game also has checkpoints.
RB23.
Not every, some of the other games didn't really have checkpoints, unfortunately.
What?
Helicopter.
They were on to you after all. In no mood to pick a fight with the PCA.
Well, this is pretty much our first boss, an HC helicopter.
Enough to ID you.
And, I thought I had you locked on. There you go. An HC helicopter. And, this boss is like a little infamous in, I forgot how the lock-on works. You have to actually still look at them, even when they go beyond you. This boss is a little infamous for early players. It was kind of a bit of a wall for people who you know, weren't super familiar with Armored Core. You know, this was a lot of people's first game in the series. A lot of people who played this game were either, you know, people who were just interested in the game because you know, it had FromSoft in its name, or were like, you know, specifically Dark Souls fans who were checking out the series for the first time. And ooh, this boss has received some nerfs over time, so it's not going to be like a huge deal right now. But I remember that there was this helicopter was quite infamous in the game's early days. The little helicopter that could, and what it could do is kill the heck out of many first-time Armored Core players.
Confirmed. Heavy combat helicopter is down. That's all for our work here today, 621. Here's the call sign from that license you picked up.
License code Raven. Registration RB23. Call sign Raven. Rank F. Affiliation independent. License expires in 3 days.
Raven.
Raven.
That's your new name here on Rubicon.
It's almost like it's a callback to previous games in the series or something. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that I played this game out long after the helicopter got nerfed. I kind of wanted to see what it would be like trying to fight that thing. Illegal entry. Oh yeah, I guess we're gonna be earning trophies because I'm like on a secret alternative account on my PS4. But yeah, here's the thing about the game is that you get paid quite a bit of money for you know, doing mercenary work as an AC pilot, but there's also expenses that includes repair costs and ammunition costs. A big part of Armored Core gameplay loop in some of the older games is trying to manage your finances and not try to go into the gutter, because you could fail missions, lose out on money because you'd have to pay in a lot of the time, and you'd eventually get in the negatives. And there you can get like alternate endings in like other routes in previous Armored Core games, but I don't think there's you could retry at checkpoints at any time. There's not really like a monetary penalty for losing. It's just restart at the checkpoint in this game. So it's not really the same. It kind of loses out on the simulator aspect that some of the older games had, but you know, if they're a scumbag like me, then they probably just restarted from every save anyway.
Rubicon, a planet on the frontier
Which may argue is that is not a
of space.
part of the
For a time,
AC
Coral
experience, but you
was
know.
a revolutionary energy resource and data conduit, poised to transform human society by leaps and bounds. They called it the Fires of Ibis, a storm of flame that tore through the stars, leaving lethal contamination in its wake. Coral, the kindling, was thought to have been utterly consumed, forever lost. However, on Rubicon, the embers continued to burn. Humanity would inevitably return to stoke the fire.
The fires of Rubicon, you might even say. But yeah, this game has a lot to do with Coral, which, as was said, was this insane energy source. But is that all there is to it? I don't know. He says, having played the game before,
Registration number RB23.
I don't have an emblem.
Sign Raven. Authentication
There you go.
complete.
That's the default.
Moving MIA
Thanks,
status.
Raven.
Restoring access privileges.
Yep, that's me. I'm Raven.
This is Allmind, the mercenary support system.
As long as he got the license, I guess.
Raven.
Looks like you passed the authentication.
Oh yeah.
Raven,
I was very nervous the entire time.
you're on Rubicon. I've picked up some work for you already. Take a look, 621.
This notification follows restoral of access privileges. Allmind provides a combat training simulator to support its mercenaries. Your license was in a suspended state. Perhaps you may need a refresher.
Yeah, refresher.
As an added incentive, completion of the exercises will be rewarded with AC parts. You stand to benefit regardless.
Yeah, so this game actually has a really cool tutorial. We can now sortie. And we can also do AC design. This game has a really cool tutorial where it pretty much teaches you a lot of different aspects of the game, like, you know, different weapons that you could use, different types, different, you know, options for your AC that you could test out, and you know, the big reward is you get AC parts out of it. It's usually, you know, the stuff that you end up using in the training mode. It's cool. It's actually really worth doing, even if you're already familiar with Armored Core. But here's what we can do right now is we could customize our AC. And there is a lot that we can customize. So the big thing of this game is that you need to make sure that you have that everything is below the EN load parameters, because otherwise you can't sortie because your thing is overweight. And a lot of that is determined by, like, you know, your body, like what kind of body you use, your arms, your legs. The whole point is, you know, try to keep things in. Try to make a build that is good with EN load. I'm good with words. So you can do all sorts of different kinds of builds. You can have like a lot of armor and make a really heavy mech, or you can make something really lightweight. But I don't think we really have any parts right now. We just kind of got started. We have all the defaults. Yeah. Oh, I guess No Man's Sky got an update. Thanks, dude. That's another game I should play on stream. But yeah, we also have these expansions down here, but we don't have anything of the sort. But yeah, we start off with like a standard rifle, a sword. We got a shoulder, a rocket launcher, you know, missile launcher over here. We don't have anything on the left back though, and the standard parts for everything. We could have different boosters. We could have you know, different generators for a more EN load. I usually end up going making some pretty bulky mechs, so that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But what you could also do is do some fun stuff, and you can paint your mech. Make AC cosmetic adjustments in the paint menu. This includes coloring and texture settings. So you could do some really cool painting stuff for this game. To the point where you could even choose what kind of weathering you want. If you want to make your your mech a real rusty piece of garbo, or if you want it to be pristine. I usually like to have a little bit of crust on my machine, just a little bit. It's fitting for the setting, you know. Maybe we'll make our machine a bit of a rust bucket. We can also do patterns. I'm a graphic designer. Graphic design is my passion. We can do patterns, and you can just slap on whatever pattern you want. I don't usually do patterns, but I guess if you want your AC to have tiger stripes, you could. You certainly could. Some of them are kind of cool, but I just kind of like solid colors personally. Maybe I'll. Well, the stars are kind of cool. Maybe we could do something with stars later, but we'll see. We also do flames, of course. If you add flames on your machine, it means it'll go faster. So yeah. We also do color sets, which, you know, they're just sets of colors. What does that remind me of? It's kind of like the Hyperion colors of Borderlands, like the old ones. You know, fully white. Yeah. You can also do your own paint jobs, which I tend to do, but some of these defaults are really cool too. If you just want to slap on that's actually pretty close to the color scheme I had on my very first mech, actually, that I first made in this game. But yeah, some cool some presets. I almost said presets. Wow, cool language. We also got some military type stuff, if you're into that. I don't know how giving it Ava units, O2's color scheme is military, but you can do that. There's dark. There's lights. That is also very close. That's actually more close to my first AC, because I kind of gave my AC some very garish colors in my first playthrough. I kind of like that. I put a little bit of thought into how I want to design our mechs, because I kind of envisioned that if I were to play this game, that I would end up making, 3 different kinds of mechs, both in terms of, aesthetics and gameplay. So this first one might be, I don't know, probably your standard medium weights. We'll see where the day takes us. But what I also really like about the customization is you could choose the material that Tracy's made of. You can actually choose it's like shine. You can make it like ultra shiny like this, or you can make it like a really flat like that. Kind of made my entire mech very shiny in some of my previous playthroughs. I thought it looked cool, but it kind of clashed with like the rest of the game's art style, so it's up to you. Since our thing is kind of rusty, I probably won't end up doing that. But yeah, I think we have a color picker here. How do I... Oh, there we go. D-pad. Okay, so right now we're changing the color of our frame. Yeah, I went for a mostly red mech, kind of this color for my first playthrough, but maybe something a little less, something like that. That's kind of a cool color, right? Kind of a dark red. It's very edgy. Then around here, maybe, and we could give it a since our mech here is kind of rusty, we could maybe make most of it flat, but maybe we could have some parts of it be shiny. Maybe. Am I cooking? I don't know. You can also put your own user colors here if you want to make an entire palette of your own colors. Of course, you can just choose colors like this if you so chose. But what do we want our secondary color to be? Dark red with dark red? I don't know. Dark red with slightly less dark red? Dark red and black might be kind of cool. Yeah, I think we might do. Or I actually kind of like this. I kind of like the kind of magenta. Dark magenta. Isn't dark magenta Yugi's star monster in Yu-Gi-Oh? I kind of like that. I think I actually will do that, and we'll make you flat as well. Yeah, you can see you can make some parts of your mech very, very shiny. But probably not this part. The port. We might make this part shiny as well. Can we, actually, I picked this out of the color picker, right? Maybe we'll make you also. Probably also make you dark magenta as well. This part we might make a little shinier. They already are a little bit, but we could maybe take it a step further. Because these are like our bolts and stuff, I think. Cheap viewers on blank. Fuck you, get out of here. Hold on, 1 second. I'm designing my AC, okay. Is that too much? I don't know. I kind of like that actually. That might clash a bit too much, so I don't know. I kind of like the orange studs on it. That's kind of neat. That's too orange. Aren't you glad I didn't say orange? Yeah, I think I do want to do that actually. It's kind of a maybe it looks a little silly, but I kind of like it like that. Okay, other. What is other again? Oh, it's just some other parts that we could make it once again dark magenta in attack position. But yeah, the only parts of this AC that's really going to shine, I guess, are its various orange bolts that it has around its body device. Oh yeah, you can also change the color of the lights that are strewn about your machine. Kind of think where we go with though. Red's kind of cool. Dark magenta? Light magenta? I don't know. The dark colors are like I don't know. I like to actually see the lights, you know. Can't really see it on some of the darker colors. Maybe. Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah, I think I will go with the. I guess we kind of have a little bit of orange on this already, so that might kind of fit, a little bit better. Yeah, I think so. I think I will go with that. And this is the weathering we want, right? We can make it real nasty. This is kind of what it looks like when it's clean. A little too clean, maybe. You can have these mysterious stains on it if you so chose. I think the amount of rust we had on it was actually probably ideal. It's a little rusted, but it's you know, it's not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, I think we will actually go with this, what I had before. And there we go. You could ready to install Armored Core Fires of Rubicon. Oh, okay. Good thing the game we're playing is ready to install. Was there like an update? I don't know what that's about. But yeah, if you want, you could go to each individual parts and, you know, add their own color schemes. I just kind of like to do a broad stroke on it. But if you really want to, you can really get in on the details on this thing. But I think our broad strokes are just fine. There we go. You can also change the color of your weapons. I kind of like to keep them the default because, you know, it makes it more... I kind of like to imagine that it's holding, like, you know, mass-produced weapons instead of, you know, having something that's an extension of itself. That's just a me personal thing. I like to, for the sake of, like, RP purposes, I guess, I like to imagine that our AC is using, you know, the default weapons that we purchase from the store. Yeah, save edits and quits. There's our AC. We can also add in decals if we so chose. either on the core, the arms, or the legs. We can also put custom decals, which is cool. We have presets, but you can also earn a lot of decals throughout the game. They're kind of blurry. I don't know if that's because I'm playing on the PS4 or not, or they're just kind of like that. It's fine. I guess the presets. There's also user ones that you can end up downloading, but let's see I think I know what I want to name this thing, but I don't know. We can always just put on like the default Raven. We are Raven after all. Totally. Don't question it. We're absolutely Raven. We didn't just pick the identity of someone else clean from some rotting pile of scrap. Let's just put our logo right there. There we go, Raven. We'll only probably really see it in cutscenes though, because the tiny little decal that's on our chesticle. That's fine. We can also create our own emblems if we so chose. But yeah, it's got this. It's got a thing, and you can. It kind of works like old Call of Duty like tags, where you can make your own tag out of various shapes. Also add in symbols if you so chose, and letters, numbers. It's cool. We might mess with that later, but for now, I'm not gonna. And finally, AC data. We can save and load AC assemblies and cosmetic settings from the data. So we could save our AC as it is with all the current parts and the current paint jobs that it has right now. This is kind of how you make multiple ACs. Is that you change the color, the equipment, and then you save it as its own separate thing. You can also upload ACs if you're playing an online mode, but I am not, sadly. So my ACs are kind of they're being Cartman landed as we speak. They're just my own. Hold on, let me clear my throat for a sec. I don't know what's happening to my voice today. Sorry about that. That kind of started happening yesterday too when I was streaming Splatoon. I'm getting a real milk voice going on. I don't know. But yeah. So what I usually end up doing with ACs whenever I play an Armored Core game is I end up naming them after songs. Kind of like how JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. A lot of stands are made after songs. I kind of lifted that from there. Because I think it's kind of badass to name your machines after songs. And I have a theme that I'm going with. I want to name them my ACs in this playthrough after songs from the Proto Men, which is a band I really like, as you could probably imagine, because I am like my name is Proto. So I'm gonna name this thing. If I can actually manage this keyboard correctly. I always thought the PS4 keyboard was kind of felt weird controlling. Is that just me? Not the fear, the fight. Yeah, the fight. The kind of one of their latest release songs. I say latest, but that was like a couple years ago at this point, isn't it? The fight. I think that's kind of a cool name for an AC. But yeah, we'll probably end up saving over it because right now we just kind of have all the default equipments. But that'll change right quick. We can also test our AC where you could slap some parts on, see how it performs, see if you like the weapons. It's cool. I just love the amount of customization that ACs have in this game and how you're supposed to grow attached to your AC as you play this game. But yeah, we're just gonna do some basic training, which is we already learned about the basic controls more or less through playing the very first mission that we had. We also control other ACs besides your own, kind of get you familiar with other types of weapons and stuff. The land shots of moving enemies, pull the trigger while they're within lock-on range when the target is active. But yeah, it's just telling us about the targeting that we learned about previously. Here we have something a little more rapid fire compared to our previous weapons. This is the kind of right-handed weapon I prefer to have on most of the time. Right, this is how we do the manual reload. We press triangle and R2 at the same time. We also have missiles. Use this with other homing rounds, keep the enemy on screen until lock-on completes, and then fire. So you just basically have to keep your cursor on, which is a lot easier with the auto lock-on. Not every The games didn't used to have an auto lock on. It used to have like an area that you could lock onto. Like you just have like a giant square in front of you. That's the things you would lock onto. This is a little bit more traditional, having a hard lock that you could have, or just simply locking on by looking at your opponent. You could later on unlock the ability to not even have auto aim at all. I don't know why you'd really want that, but I guess if you're like an insane Armored Core player, you don't even need it. Maybe. It's telling us about melee weapons. So melee weapons have two different kinds of attacks. Where if you just press the trigger, you'll start like a combo, right? And then most melees have another attack alongside that you can follow up on, or you can do the charge attack, which has a lot more startup, but it will hit like a truck. This game has a stagger system where the more you attack an opponent, the more that their stagger builds up, and eventually making it so that they'll be stunned. Did I not kill that other guy? Oh, whoops! I must have missed one. There you go. That's better. Yeah, you'll eventually stun an opponent, and they end up taking a lot more damage while they're stunned, and that's when you usually want to go in for the kill with the melee weapons. You also scan. We could scan for nearby enemies. We can also scan for nearby AC parts. You could pick up parts while playing in just doing missions in the world. Sadly, I don't think I know where all the parts are. I don't think I got the achievements in my own playthrough of getting all the weapons. I should probably look that up next time I play this on my own time. There we go. Whoop. I'm kind of getting in the habit of forgetting about enemies that are directly behind me. I don't want to do that. Don't want to be caught unawares. And there we go. That's the end of that tutorial. And you do want to do them because you do end up getting AC parts, but I think they're pretty quick and painless. They're kind of like miniature missions, which I really like. They don't completely hold your hand, and they let you try out new equipment. I liked it a lot, and we got a new weapon out of that. We got the Ludo, and you can see the different stats of your weapon. It has low attack power, has low impact, but it has a lot of rounds, and it's pretty lightweight. So, and when we use lighter weight equipment, we can boost a lot faster, and it lowers down our load. So it's all good stuff for that. So I think we might just end up using this. I think we will. Hardware engineer. I switched my weapons and got an Achievo. Yeah, if you're thinking that all the game's achievements are gonna be that easy, no. Yeah, the reason I haven't the only reason I haven't platinumed this game is because you need to get S rank, which you're not being ranked now, but you will be ranked if you beat if you replay missions. You could get ranks, and yeah, one of the achievements is getting S rank in every single mission. And I love Armored Core. I think I'm okay at it. I'm not that good, and I don't have that much time to play on one game, sadly. But if I could, I would. Checking incoming jobs, sorting on the missions, complete missions to progress the story. So yeah, we have 2 missions here: destroy the artillery installations and the Grid 135 cleanup. No, it takes place in South Belia City, contaminated city. Destroy targets. Destroy all Rubicon Liberation Front artillery installations. Extra words based on number of enemies destroyed. Let's do it. But yeah, eventually there you get like branching options for missions you could do, where you do one mission, you miss out on the other. That's kind of that's kind of how you branch out. There's branching paths in the story, and that's kind of how you go about it. It's usually picking one mission over the other.
Mercenaries. This request comes from our affiliate, Dafeng. The Rubicon Liberation Front has deployed Baus artillery throughout the contaminated city.
Baus.
The city itself has no strategic value, but we cannot allow them to hinder expansion of the Coral Survey. Show us your ambition. Destroy the Liberation Front's artillery. Bonus pay will be awarded for destroying their MTs. We want the enemy weakened. Consider it an opportunity to prove yourself. Impress those mercenaries!
Well, this is our first bit. Well, I'm, you know, I kind of thought my game crashed for a second because when it played that little like note, like, I'm like, oh shit, did it crash like the Wii? But yeah, you can also, if you really want to, you could, oh, you know what, I just remembered. We actually had to, that's right, we have to change the name. We only had the data name, so this thing is Loader 4. I remember I forgot to do that in my first playthrough, so the entire time my AC was named Loader 4 or something like that. What the hell? How did I even do that? This keyboard, I swear. God damn it! Oh, luckily we could change it pretty easily. I did that a second time. There, now it's called The Fight. I guess we want to. I don't know why we have two different names for your data and the actual name of the AC, but I guess you could. Okay, let's load you. It kind of only, and the name change only goes through if you load it. Weirdly enough, so now it's The Fight. There we go. Now that's our AC. Let's go.
The client doesn't care who does this job.
I guess the reason why you have different data is maybe
It's done.
maybe you don't want to keep track of how your AC progresses. Like you make changes, save the old version, save the new version, call it like, I don't know, The Fight 2 or something. That's like the data. Or they call it like Chapter 2. I don't know. It's an option. I don't know much use you'd get out of it, but it is indeed an option, and more options is always a good thing. But yeah, the gist of it here is we're getting in there. We gotta destroy the artillery
System activating.
with these dudes, and we're gonna get paid based on how many of their MTs we destroy, which are basically automated.
Commence mission.
Are they automated?
Destroy all of
They're basically the
front's artillery.
little fighting dudes. I don't remember. I think they're automated. Actually, don't remember.
We've got a corporate merc! They're all to us already.
But as you can see down there, we are getting paid with each of these MTs we destroyed, and so you're gonna want to destroy as many as you can. Yeah, that noise is a noise you don't want to hear.
The artillery placements.
That noise is basically you're being attacked by something that is homing onto you, and you're gonna want to dodge. It's coming from this artillery.
There's only one of them. We can do this.
Yeah, that's our mission.
To the next site, 621.
Is destroying the artillery. Taking out as many of these dudes as we can along the way. Did I not kill you?
There, that corporate dog. Don't give
There
him
you are.
another inch. We have to defend the artillery.
I see you on my radar. I'll use my scan more often. There you are. We can still kind of get away with not really having to to use our dodge that much through these artillery. But usually when you hear that, later on when you hear that noise, you're just gonna want to dodge. Like, don't even play. Like, there comes a point where that noise can mean certain death. But as long as we keep moving here, we should be just fine.
Fast-produced MTs. Eliminate them as necessary.
Enemy attack! They're after the artillery! Fight back!
Let's use our booster and get a little bit closer. Excuse me, pardon me. But yeah, these artillery have shields on them, so you're gonna want to get up behind them, like we learned in the tutorial. Oh, I got hit. Yeah, we got stunned ourselves. The enemies can get stunned, and you can as well, and you really don't want to be stunned. Your career as a mercenary can end very, very quickly. Going from being stunned to being destroyed. There are certain expansions that we can get for our AC later on that will make it so that we have a little bit of breathing room before our armor reaches 0 and we die forever. But we don't have that right now. So if we get stunned and our HP goes down to 0, then that's it. No more Raven. So do keep that in mind. Keep and be smart with your repair kits. You get 3, and they get they do get recharged sometimes in a level. No, this one though. I think this one's pretty short, so I don't think we're gonna have to worry about our ammo situation, or getting a refill, I guess I should say. Oh, there's that.
Head to the final site. Keep up the good work.
Okay. I think we destroy as many MTs as possible. No, let's get a repair kit. There we go. We're just gonna roll our way down over there. I don't know. This game just feels so cool. Just skating along the way. We missed people. Hang on. For the sake of a better paycheck. Hang on. Oh, we missed a lot of things actually. Hold up. There we go. Okay. Now we got everything, for sure. I'm not so sure about that. In fact... Okay. Now did we get them all? No, we did not. You don't really have to get all of them in this mission, but you do want to get, if you're going to get out in the field, you might as well be as paid much as possible. All right, here's the rest of the artillery, I'm pretty sure.
That interloper, what makes the Liberation Front strong?
Kill all the helicopters.
We stand as one!
Excuse me. I'm trying to get the NTs before I do the artillery, because I think the mission ends as soon as you kill the artillery. Ooh.
Confirmed. All targets
There we
destroyed.
go.
That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
That wasn't so bad, just taking out a bunch of MTs and some artillery. That's the kind of job we could do in our sleep. But yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot of bonus pay out of killing everything in that area. So definitely gonna want to do that. Pretty much most missions where it's like bonus pay for killing things, you're gonna want to target as much stuff as possible. One new message. You've got mail.
This is a notification from All Might, the mercenary support system. Registration number RB23, call sign Raven. Your return to mercenary activities has been acknowledged.
Yay, I have been acknowledged.
Access to the parts shop.
Oh, the parts shop. Let's go. We also got new exercise data. But the parts shop. This is where we buy new equipment for our AC. New guns, new frames, all kinds of good stuff. So here we already have a bazooka, a handgun, and a burst rifle. I think I'm okay with our current weaponry as it is. I might want to... Though we don't have a left shoulder, though. You do eventually get the ability to swap between your shoulders so you can have a weapon stored on your back, but we don't have that yet. We also have a bunch of left arm units as well. Assault rifles, machine gun, the Ludlow that we had. We can have it in our left arm as well if we don't want the sword. I'm gonna want the sword though. The handgun, a bazooka, burst rifle. It's pretty much mostly the same, but just for our left arm. We got a new missile launcher for our back unit, and we could do a shield. You can also play a video that shows you exactly how each and every piece of equipment works by pressing square. And see, we got a little pulse shield here that can block incoming projectiles, which is kind of cool. I might just get a second missile launcher, though. It's above board for our current weight. So I'm gonna do it. You can't equip it right away though, sadly. And here we have different armor parts for our AC. We got these different heads, which they affect our armor points and kind of our stuff like altitude and our system recovery and weight, of course. Then we also have cores, which also affect our AP, our altitude, and our generator output. Look at that. That's how I sit. That's like the kind of posture I have. As you can see, armor parts are quite pricey, as you'd probably imagine. And we also have arms. You can have big old just punch arms. I'm probably gonna keep things more medium weight, kind of like how I did for my very first AC playthrough. My first AC6 playthrough, I should say. In here, the legs are one of the most important parts of your AC because they determine your how much load you can support. And you can see how the arrow shifts, where when we have big, heavy legs like this, it goes more towards the end. And lighter ones like this go towards the left side. We could get new legs if we so chose. It has better AP, better altitude, and better load limit actually. But they are a little bit heavier. Yeah, basically the two loads are your load, which is pretty much determined by your legs, and your EN load, which is determined by your generator. And we also have a new booster that, makes us a lot faster. I think we're actually going to get that right away. And yeah, these FCS things kind of, they kind of determine your range. Like you can see that it boosts the assists for medium and long range, but closer range gets kind of lowered. You're gonna want an FCS kind of depending on your playstyle. Like if you want to be up close and personal, you probably want one that supports close range. I guess if you're going for more of a sniper, kind of a more long range kind of weapon, you're gonna want long range assist. I don't think we really need a new one of those right now. And we got a generator here, which improves our EN recharge and supply recovery, but also lowers our EN capacity just a little bit. But honestly, I think I might end up going with this because that recharge is like bar none better than our current recharge. And yeah, I can't really afford. That's kind of most of what we can afford right now. I can't really afford any armor, which is fine for now. It's also worth mentioning that you can easily sell anything from the shop, and you sell at the price that you purchased stuff. So there's like no real penalty for selling anything. It's all about experimentation. Just sell what you don't want to use. Did we even use our new weapon last time? I don't think we even used it. I said like, oh, let's try this thing out, and I don't think we even did. Okay, let's put on our missile launcher, our new booster, and put in our new generator. There we go. See, we're still very much below the load and below the EN load, that's the important part. And there we go. A little bit of new stuff for our AC. And we can sell some of the stuff we're not using. In fact, I think I might do that right now. We can't really sell a lot of the default equipment, but we could. Actually, we can't sell any of the default equipment. Never mind. I guess you gotta have a base somewhere, but that's fine. All right, let's do the next training mission. Combat fundamentals. This is kind of where it teaches you about the stagger and stunning, which are very, very important in this game. But the main takeaway is stun the opponents, don't get stunned yourself. Also, we learn about charge attacks here. For some weapons, we could charge them up and to unleash a charge attack, which usually plants you in place, which is kind of dangerous. because you don't really want to be a sitting duck in the middle of a dogfight. Oh yeah, here we have this here rifle. You can do a strong charge attack, and it's worth noting that when an opponent is stunned, you could shoot them with a charge attack like that into metric tons of damage. But yeah, this is basically telling us about stagger, where you build up stagger by attacking that little yellow bar up top. Determines how much stagger they have. And basically, it's pretty much what we've been doing this entire time. Stagger your opponents. And then you get a direct hit. During stagger, all coming attacks are treated as direct hits and deal much more damage. Yeah. That's where you're going to want to unleash some of your stuff like, some of your heavier attacks, your shoulder weapons, your melees. How important stagger is kind of depends on your what you're fighting. If you're fighting just a bunch of little dudes, you usually end up killing them before they're full before they're staggered. But if you're say fighting an enemy AC, that's when stagger becomes very important. Looking at enemies resets after a brief time, and yeah, basically it's telling you that eventually, if you don't, the longer you don't attack an enemy, their stagger will eventually go away. So you're kind of gonna want to be aggressive. See, as you see, the stagger's going away a little bit. Attacks on enemies that are on unaware friends will inflict greater AC strain than usual. ACS strain. Yeah, so you could kind of sneak in this game. You can kind of sneak up on enemies. I don't know if you can sneak up on enemies in like PvP. I don't know if it counts like that if you hit somebody from the back or not. But you can indeed do sneaky archer shenanigans even in AC in this game. Shield equipped on left shoulder can be deployed to reduce incoming damage for an L1 shoulder weapon. So here we got a shield for our shoulder weapon. I don't really use shields. Not really, I usually just like having all weapons, but I guess I can see how shields are useful. Shield output is maximized to 1 to 2 seconds after deploying. Blocking during the initial guard window can help to minimize incoming damage and ACS strain. Okay. I don't think it even hit. Despite the fact that we're charging right towards it, I don't know if it even hit us. During a solid boost rush attack, small arms can be used during movement. Inflict greater damage impacts. An impact you receive will be reduced. Yeah, so if you want to feel like a real cool guy, you can just charge at your opponents like that while shooting your smaller weapons. And you can still charge them too. It's also worth mentioning, I don't know if they'll talk about it right now, but some enemies will have like really reflective armor that you can only really damage them at close range. It didn't work on that guy because he had a shield, but there are some enemies that make it a little harder for you. And we got a linear rifle, but Curtis, the weapon we just used. I'm probably like, well, I didn't really use it that much in my first playthrough. Might as well give it a shot. A bit heavier. It's got some good attack power, good impacts, lower rounds though, which is fine because we're probably gonna make use of the charge function of it quite a bit, I have to imagine. And the parts shop staying without their stuff we haven't bought yet, but I don't think. Okay, just showing us the Curtis we could get for our left hand as well. But yeah, the game will tell you when you got new stuff for the shop. And here we have the Grid 135 cleanup mop-up, Dafeng MT squads deployed in Grid 135.
Got a job for you, 621.
I got a job for you.
An open call from the Arquebus,
Room.
one of the extraplanetary corporate forces.
To all independent mercenaries, this request comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group. The operation will take place in Grid 135, Southern Belius. Your objective is to destroy an MT squad sent by Dafeng, a Balaam company, and a competitor. Grid 135 is a key foothold in Arquebus's efforts to conduct a coral survey in the contaminated city. You,
the independent mercenaries, are the key to maintaining our lead in the Coral Survey race. The Archivist Group looks forward to news of your success.
Well, yeah, that's the life of a mercenary right there.
Happy hunting.
We don't really have a lot of allegiances. You know, we just did a job for Dafeng, and now we're just gonna go fight their MTs. So that's life.
You've got ID. Now you need a rep.
Gotta get that. Gotta get the cash. Gotta get the dough. You know.
621.
All right, let's go. Yeah, some of the early missions are pretty they kind of ease you into the whole the loop of the game. Is get in there, destroy some dudes, hopefully get some new parts for your AC, and money for your AC as well. But yeah, I'm gonna try to basically kind of do different 3 kinds of builds for our ACs in the different playthroughs that we're gonna do. Which, once again, I don't know if we're gonna do all 3 at once, or maybe just do one later, and I could easily do all 3 at once though, because this game is really addictive. Honestly, I love this gameplay loop so much. Like, I kind of wish this game had a kind of a Mech Warrior style career mode, where in Mech Warrior, there's a Mech Warrior there's a kind of Mech Warrior game called Mech Warrior Mercenaries, which is basically a simulator where you kind of have your own mech company that you we're at the edge of the mission, where you have to basically manage expenses and slowly build up your own business as an AC, not an AC pilot, but a Mech Warrior. And I kind of wish AC had a mode kind of like that. The early games were kind of like that, with you having to manage your expenses and stuff. Like, don't fail missions, otherwise you're going to go into debt. Worse than dying, you'll go into debt. This game doesn't really have that, though, sadly. But I think it's probably... I forgot what weapon I had. I honestly think it's probably kind of for the best to kind of make this new entry a lot more streamlined than previous games. It would have been kind of funny seeing people kind of flounder around, where it's like, wait, I watched this, I played this mission, and I lost, and now I'm in debt. What the fuck? That would have been pretty funny. But it's probably for the best, for the sake of this game having, the series hopefully getting more entries, for it to be a little kinder. Do not take that kindness as weakness, because this game will kick the crap out of you. Use my lock on. This game can be a little difficult. It's not I guess depending on who you ask, it's easier than earlier Armored Cores, and it is. Yeah, it certainly is. But I think that's mostly on some of the earlier Armored Core games were just kind of mean, with lack of checkpoints, and it's very mean design. Because I still kind of have nightmares of the first Armored Core game. I have nightmares of the first Armored Core game, where the very final level was a platforming challenge. And that game didn't control super well. So, having a platforming challenge was not ideal for your final level. It was it basically you had to go on these moving platforms and go through them to ascend to the top of the facility where you would fight the final boss. Or you could be a total bitch and not fight the final boss, which is kind of what I did, because I kept dying to the final boss and I just wanted to beat the game. Sorry to say. But AC6 is definitely, a lot more user-friendly compared to older games in the series, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because it is still quite difficult. These are just some of the early stages. They get kind of crazy later on. Well, that was a pretty simple mission we did right there. Just take out the MTs once again. Nothing too crazy. Nothing we can't handle.
One new message.
You've got mail.
Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. You have also been granted access to participate in the Log Hunt program. We kindly request that you submit combat logs after destroying designated craft. Allmind will reward you with parts based on the number of submissions you provide.
All right. So basically, what log hunt is that that during missions you'll find targets that'll be marked, and basically if you defeat them, you'll get rewards. So be on the lookout for log hunt targets. They will get you some. They'll get you some more weapons, and that's what you want. You want more weapons. You want more customization for your AC. Now we got some more stuff. Destroy the transport helicopters and destroy the tester AC. Dafeng Core and Industry Tester AC. Let's fight an AC. We've been fighting mostly MTs. I think it's time to test our skills against an enemy armored core.
It's an open call from the Arquebus Group.
To all independent mercenaries, this request comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group. Dafeng, one of our adversaries allied with Balaam, has introduced a new tester AC. It's a sample model from an external architect, featuring extensive assembly optimizations. In the hands of an experienced pilot, it will pose a threat far too great to ignore. This brings me to the request. Intercept delivery of the tester AC and destroy it. The Arquebus Group looks forward to news of your success.
Yeah, pretty simple. This thing's a threat, and we want you to kill it. Well, there you go. All right, let's get in there. We're finally fighting an enemy AC.
The target may be a product sample, but it's still an AC. Stay sharp, 621.
You got it, Walter. I need to stop putting my controller on my desk, because every time it rumbles, it scares the crap out of me. It's like, "Argh!" That always scares the shit out of me, no matter what game I play. Consistently. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Fight an AC. Let's go. Let's go.
Main system activating combat mode.
Let's do it.
Commence mission. We've got a read on the target. Now's the time, 621.
We're under attack! This way the locals.
Oh.
That pilot's just a trainee on delivery duty, but don't disregard that.
I'm kind of screwing the pooch a little bit.
I'll deal with the merc. I've been training for this.
Go get him when he's staggered. Remember your fundamentals, your fustamentals.
I can't stay this AC. I can't fail this mission. I'm keeping up with the real merc. My training is paying off.
This AC has reached breaking point.
Okay. Well, I was getting a little sloppy there.
I just wanted a call sign of my own.
Yeah, we just basically killed a student driver. Our entire mission was like, imagine if you have a student driver at the DMV doing their driving test, and then someone's like, take him out, take out the student driver. That's kind of basically what we did. At AC, I feel bad because I'm keeping up with them. It's like I was just kind of getting a little sloppy. Whoops. But yeah,
Message.
that AC kind of messed us up, even though it was just a student pilot. Imagine it in the hands of a more
About the tester AC
experienced
found.
pilot.
That was being shipped to the Red Guns, Balaam's in-house AC squad. They're Balaam's main force, and its members are no amateurs. Remember who you're messing with.
Right. I'm sure we'll be fine. We got the fight on our side. The greatest rust bucket this side of Rubicon. I'm not afraid. Now we gotta destroy the transport helicopters. Destroy all Rubicon Liberation Front logistics helicopters and extra rewards based on the number of enemies destroyed. You know what that means? Kill them all, Peter.
Got a job for you, 621.
Got a job for you.
The Balaam Group sent a request.
comes from Dafa, one of our affiliates. The group has committed to use of military force to handle the Rubicon Liberation Front. Target for this mission is a squad of transport choppers. Destroy them.
Hi.
You'll encounter guerrilla resistance from Baus mass-produced MTs. They're no great concern. You performed adequately in your last sortie, Raven. This did not go unnoticed. We will be watching with interest to see what you bring to the team.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I guess I never noticed that little hum sound that happens at the end of it, of these
They're asking for you by name.
these conversations that these briefings that we have.
Keep building your rep.
Now I can't not hear it. Now I just think my freaking game is dying. No, if it game crashes aren't funny anymore. Like if you're a weak crash, it'll go. "Arr!" But now if a game crashes on a monitor, it's like an error has occurred, dude. It's like, oh, at least make a horrible demonic noise that would traumatize me for generations if you're gonna die. That goes for game consoles and I guess everything in general. I guess I don't know.
Destroy the Rubicon Liberation Front transport choppers.
We're under attack. The corporate merc. Intercept. Keep them off the supply.
Sometimes I like not using the hard lock. When you're just fighting a group of smaller enemies, because when you destroy an enemy, it kind of stays locked on them, even when they're down. So it gets a little awkward when you're fighting an entire group because you kind of have to manually change your aim with the control stick. I don't know what it's like on mouse and keyboard. I haven't played this game on PC yet. I would love to one day.
Hostile AC. Defend our supply. Our comrades on the Strider can't wait any longer.
Okay. There's things behind us. Think somewheres. There you are. Like I can hear dorks, but I can't see dorks. Yeah, for guys like this, we're gonna wanna use the target. Oh, you're still alive. Oh, you were hidden in the grass, I see. Oh, I can find you. Let's hit you with the charge shot.
Yeah. Corporation.
Is that entirely necessary? I don't know.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. On to the next targets.
Being attacked by... There you go. Okay. More money in the bank. More energy for us to deplete.
It's here. Fight back.
Yeah.
We're no match for an AC.
Have no fear. The Coral is with us.
Looks like they've got a mouse tetrapod.
Holy shit, I forgot about you.
The other MTs. Ignore it and focus on the mission.
You see, Walter, I would ignore it, but if I kill this thing, I get goodies. Oh!
ACS overload.
Oh no! Okay, I got a little, overexcited there.
How are you?
Here we go.
Got the tetrapod, huh? You're a natural with this 621.
Yeah. Alright. That should be the end of this, I think.
Looks like you got them all.
But yeah, that's our first hunt.
Return to base.
Well, I guess it wasn't our first one. I think that other AC we fought counted. That's what we got a little bit of points off of him, but that's kind of the first, I guess, optional one we encountered, because you could complete this mission without fighting that thing, whatever that was. I don't remember what it was called. It was like a boss something. Definitely wasn't an AC. Whatever it was big, it was mechanical, and we killed it.
Well, Handler Walter.
I say it, but you know, it's piloted by a person. I'm already disassociating.
Michigan, about my proposal.
Yeah, you sure about that? I'll be working your hound just as hard as any other red gun.
Gen 4s can be emotionally withdrawn. They need a shot in the arm every now and then.
Then you got a deal. I'll send Volta and Iguazu. They'll give your latest hound a proper red gun welcome.
Wazoo. Yeah, we'll learn a little bit about Iguazu later.
One new message.
That is a name. That is a quite the recognizable name for anyone who's played the
See
game.
your back, 621.
I am. I killed helicopters.
Corps see the Liberation Front as a hindrance to expanding their Coral Survey. But to the Rubiconians, your actions are only helping the Corps with their invasion. It's just a job, 621. All of it.
Yeah, just a job. Just a job. All right. Now we have attack the dam complex. You can't say that on Twitch. Attack the Rubicon Liberation Front's dam complex and destroy all generator facilities, accompanied by a friendly craft. Or destroy the weaponized mining ship. Destroy the weaponized mining ship Strider, a key military asset to the Rubicon Liberation Front. Yeah, so either way, we're fighting against the Rubicon Liberation Front. Well, money's money. By the end of it, we've earned all the credits.
You're joining an operation planned by Balaam HQ. Check the briefing.
Heard the good news from Walter, did ya? Good. Sit your ass down and listen. Balaam's moving in on the Gallia Dam Complex, one of the Liberation Front's bases. The objective is to destroy their lifeline and make those sacks of shit beg for mercy. I'll be sending 2 good-for-nothing maggots from the Red Guns, Gun 4 Volta and Gun 5 Iguazu.
Iguazu.
You're just gonna be tagging along on ass-wiping duty.
Oh.
I'm assigning you the call sign Gun 13, a lucky little number that just became available.
Oh, did it now? No.
Good enough. Now go get ready. We're going on a field trip, kiddo.
I already have a call sign. It's Raven. I guess when we're with these guys, we're Gun 13. That's fine, I guess.
13, huh? I'll stick with 621.
Yeah.
Don't let the Red Guns teach you bad manners.
I'm gonna learn nothing but bad lessons from the Red Guns. We're gonna go back to Walter, and we're gonna say the heck word, and it's just gonna be a disaster.
Main system.
But yeah, here we have a couple of party members.
Balaam Group AC Squad Red Guns reporting for duty.
We got Iguazu and Volta. I did not almost forget his name.
Great. An independent merc. He's the wise guy who decided the Red Gun should be taking care of some freelancer.
Who gives a shit? We'll handle this mission ourselves. One target destroyed.
Hey, freelancer. Bet no one even told you why we're here. Well, that's for you, Red Guns. You're gonna climb the wall. This is just target practice. Done? This base is next.
Gun 5. Can't take yourself away from chatting with a tag-along? Why don't you start a sewing club together and stitch that damn mouth of yours shut?
Yeesh. Just trying to have some friendly banter, some friendly one-sided banter since our player character. Stop talk.
That takes care
I guess he kind of headcanon that they do talk because you know 621's story is a little vague. You kind of fill in the blanks. It's made that way by design.
Hope you're enjoying the field trip, kids. Don't wet your pants now.
All you really know about 621 is that, you know,
No luck with the sewing.
there's some experimental
That attitude
type of human.
far on Rubicon. Hope you pilot better than you sew.
But beyond that, I guess you can kind of fill in the blanks. Let's get used to this thing's reload. I haven't really, I said a little bit earlier, but I haven't really used this weapon much in my own time. I usually like to stick with more rapid fire type weapons. That's usually my my ideal kind of weapon for this game. This series in general, really. But this thing's alright. Gets the job done.
Do you hear me, you corporate vultures? The Rubiconians will never yield. You're going home in armored coffins.
Oh, that's what AC stands for.
Stand as one. Hot dog, I got an AC. More like who is done.
Now we're fighting against another AC. By one AC, eventually you'll fight another one.
Exactly cutting edge either. You want
It's
to be
just
next
the way it goes, I guess. Oh, you're a slippery fella, aren't you?
independent mercenary.
Burned Pickaxe is this guy's name. Played by Index Dunham.
They've been serving corporations that exist only to kill and plunder.
Whoopsie. There we go.
Scavengers.
Yeah, just taking out a member of the Liberation Front. For fun. Look at what are you doing, Volta?
AC destroyed.
Gun 13. Guess you're not just tagging along anymore. Now hurry up and destroy that stinking old dam. We've got a job to do here.
Oh, I almost ran out of energy. I like how Volta was just doing a little victory dance, like, yeah. He's so happy to destroy that member of the Liberation Front. What's the Lubrication Front? No, that's something entirely different. That is a different cause entirely. Oh, you're still alive. Whoopsies. There's another guy somewhere. Where are you? There you are.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed.
Ooh, I missed a couple.
Looks like my good for nothings were good for something after all. Field trip's over. Gun 13. I'll keep that lucky call sign open for you.
Right. Somehow I don't think Gun 13 is a super lucky call sign, considering it recently became available. As our friends at Balaam just said, but well, you know, what are you gonna do? There's another log hunt. That fire pickaxe guy. Which are we sure that's not the Minecraft Steve's AFC? AFC. I think I screwed up that sentence entirely. It's fine.
One new message.
You got lucky, Merc. You were the only warm body they could find. The Red Guns are going to be first over the wall.
You don't need no education. Yeah, it was nice working with you too, pal. We got Gun 13. If you really wanted to lean into the whole Gun 13 thing, there you go. I'm actually gonna take a quick break. And yeah, let's take a break. We're about halfway through for today, so let's take a quick break and get some more water, and I'll be back with some more Armored Core. I'm having a blast. I love this game. This game's so good. I wish it had DLC and was like ported to the Switch too, but you know, that's a conversation for later. BRB. Okay, we're back. Let's get back into it. Some more good old-fashioned armored corners. Let's do it. All right. Not much we can do, so let's just sortie. Destroy the weaponized mining ship. This is a really cool mission.
Got a job for you, 621.
Got a glub for you. Glub, glub, glub.
This one's a request from
That was
the
stupid. I'm sorry. That's... All right, from Arquebus. What do you got for us?
Raven, this request comes from Schneider, an Arquebus subsidiary.
Boy, this Corpo's got a lot of friends.
In the Bonadea dunes of Western Belius. Our coral investigation there is being blocked by the Strider, a Rubicon Liberation Front mining ship. You are to destroy it.
Yay.
The Strider is a mobile resource base that was extensively weaponized by the Liberation Front. Call it the crowning glory of their efforts to militarize into an anti-corporate force. Your attack will focus on the Eye, a giant laser cannon connected directly to the main generator. It's protected by a shield, which is powered by auxiliary sub-generators. These should be your first targets. This concludes the briefing. Good luck.
Okie dokie. Well, now ever since I heard that hum, I just can't unhear it. I'm pretty sure I did hear it the first time, but now it's like darn it, I can't.
Smash the Strider, and Arquebus HQ will be sure to remember your name.
You will know my name. Yeah, we gotta destroy a giant, just a giant mining thingy. And when I say giant, I mean giants. This is kind of
Main system activating.
this is kind of one of the parts of the game where it really flexes. Like this is a modern armored core.
First, get through all that dust and make contact with the
We
Strider.
are indeed a modern armored core made in the modern day. And we're gonna flex that technology like crazy.
Unidentified AC. Must be one of the corporation's dogs. Activate the eye. Burn them away.
Yes, sir! Coral, abide with Rubicon!
Eye with Rubicon.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, when they say that they're gonna activate the eye, that's exactly what they're gonna do. Shoot right at you with the giant laser.
Watch out.
Oh, you don't want to get hit by that.
2 repair kits remaining.
Also, there's missiles everywhere. Yeah, do yourself a favor. Don't get hit by the eye. I'm dodging into it like I'm about to. Okay. Oh, they actually wiped out one of their own doing that. I mean, I'm cool with that, but let's actually pick up the pace a little bit. I'm kind of going a little, maybe going a bit too leisurely.
All right, now you're up close and personal. Take out one of its legs and bring it to halt.
Yeah, now we gotta target its legs. This mission is so gosh darn cool. Part of my language. Pretty much Shadow of the Colossus, but you're piloting an armored core. There goes your leg.
Confirmed. Strider leg compromised. It's going down. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Whoa! Probably don't want to be standing in the way of it. I'm too busy admiring how goddamn cool this game is. Yeah, don't do that. If you want to live, don't stand still. But sometimes you're just in awe. Yeah, missiles.
AC pilot's no rookie. We can't take any chances. Trouble the ring.
Now we gotta go fight their shields. Well, when I say fight their shields,
Don't let them go.
I guess go kill them. I'm navigating very well. One over, and our first target is right here.
We can't take the other...
Sub-generator destroyed.
Don't fall. Watch your step now. Watch your step. Don't fall. Thankfully, this thing is filled to the brim with you know, very convenient platforms for a flying machine to use that I have failed at taking advantage of miserably, and I'm currently falling to my my death. Okay, we're good. Oh boy. Okay, let's get back up here and let's be smart about it. Okay. I'm kind of playing like a jackass right now. Let's just fly it. Let's just fly along here, down here a little bit. Oh yeah, we might want to use that. That would make things a lot easier. Who'd have thunk? There we go. Oh, that's the eye. That's what the eye is able to do.
2 to go.
Yeah, you don't want to be caught up in that like I currently am.
Remember that when Rubicon burns, we endure.
1 repair kit remaining.
Please.
Just 1 left.
The Strider is the flagship of our war. Hold the line. Defend the ship with your...
We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay.
All sub-generators destroyed.
There.
Guy's shield is offline.
I gotta go fight the eye.
Segment and hit the target. Now you've got the target in your sights. Time to finish this 6 to 1.
You really don't want to get shot by that.
We're not through yet. Show them our pride.
Eat it.
Sir! Guys, the critical stage! Sir! No response to the eye!
There we go.
No. We can't lose the Strider!
I'm so used to the later generators. Okay, we gotta go.
And it looks like all that energy it was sucking up has nowhere to go. Move 621. You need to get clear of the Strider.
You know what happens if you don't move? Do you just like explode alongside the Strider? I actually don't know. Cool guys don't look good explosions.
See that 621? The Strider's blowing itself up. A fitting end for something built to fail.
Salute. Cinema. Critical mission. Very, very much Shadow of the Colossus, except, you know, you're flying and not really climbing, so it's not exactly that, but close enough.
You must be the handler, I presume, for the independent
Snail.
mercenary Raven.
Guy's name's Snail.
Acquaintance, V2 Snail.
I understand you want to join Operation Wall Climber. You do realize that disposing of some Liberation Front garbage hardly qualifies you. Know your place, you meager dog sitter. The answer is no.
Damn.
I hear you're deploying V1 again.
Consider.
Must be rough only having one good pilot to rely on.
Damn.
Oh? Are you suggesting your dog can take Freud's place?
You'll see. Just give us the chance.
Very well, then. We're also deploying V4. Who's been equally brazen of late. Let's see how they both perform.
Yeah. Yes, we'll see how they both perform. I don't know what accent that was. That's not what he's really sounded like.
One new message.
One.
Raven, your work on the Strider deserves commendation.
Doesn't now.
I am thrilled to have issued you the request.
Really now.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Archivist Group's mercenary liaison. V8 Pater, at your service. I think I'll enjoy doing business with you.
Well, as long as you just give me my credits. You know, I can also have an Archivist Core. Archivist Core emblem if you so chose. We have new parts and we have new training. Let's go. Okay, what do we got? I need to get some new armor. Now we have shotguns. A shotgun, a laser rifle, and a plasma rifle. Yeah, laser rifle is kind of not too far off from what we've been rocking already. You know, linear shot with a charged shot. Pretty familiar. Plasma's kind of interesting because it creates a little area of effects when you shoot something. I kind of tried to make a cool plasma build, but I don't know. I think you know, right now we can only really have you know, you can you'll later be able to add multiple weapons to your arsenal by having them on your back that you can equip at any time. But I don't want plasma to be really our primary means of attack as of right now. I'll probably end up exploring a lot more of this stuff later on, but I might pick up the laser rifle for now. Actually, it's a little lighter than we got. It's got more attack power, but it's got a lot less rounds. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. You can always change your loadout if you're having trouble with your current loadout. Like when you die, you get to a little screen where it's like retry from checkpoints, change your loadouts, or return to the the garage. It's very kind. We have a laser cannon here, which is very cool. I'd probably prefer that than having a laser, with us, but it's a little heavy. We also have the Steel Missile Launcher, which launches steel missiles. Another missile launcher, which launches a bunch of missiles, and a plasma missile launcher, which launches plasma missiles. Kind of cool. I would like that laser cannon. Maybe we could get something to allow us to do that. Maybe we could change some parts around. Let's see what kind of. I think I mostly used this head for my first playthrough, or was it this one? No, it was this one. This one's kind of light. It's kind of silly looking though. This one's cool though. Maybe we get to change the core around. That kind of lower. I'm kind of surprised that that lowers our energy load. Maybe we don't want that. This is kind of a medium weight, which is kind of more or less what I'm going with. What do we do with the legs? Oh, these are some new legs. Ooh. Yeah, these are very lightweight. You're going to have much less heavy of a build using these. I think these are the legs I mostly use on my original playthrough. I'm not really trying too hard to go completely against the grain of what I played with originally. But I guess I'm also trying not to make an exact copy of the AC I made in my first playthrough. Maybe we could go with something like this. And what can we get a nice fitting AC body for it? I don't know why I said AC. Okay. I don't think we can afford much else. We can get some new arms. Let's get some new arms. Now we're very broke. That's fine. Let's assemble our new AC. With our new laser rifle. Our new body. New arms. New legs. Actually, with everything put together, it's actually... maybe I won't go with the... It's just, yeah, the laser just a little bit too heavy. There we go. That's more within our limits. Cool. That'll do for now. I want to be able to get that laser rifle on, so I might make things even a little bit lighter. We'll see. But let's do the new training we have. Assembling AC. Pilot a training craft to learn its behavior and features. Okay. Once again, this is kind of a sampling of you know, some builds you can have with your AC. This one's very shiny. One way to assemble AC is to install ranged weapons in both hands, known as the double trigger style among veteran pilots. This is usually what I prefer. I prefer the double trigger style. Oh yeah. This is what I like. That's usually my playstyle when it comes to this game, but Stability of the AC is greatly influenced by its overall weight and the type of booster installed. The SAC is fitted with boosters that have short QB reload time spec, which allows it to outpace enemies with consecutive quick boost usage. Meaning, it's got a lot of quick boosts. It's very fast. All that to say, it's very fast. Generator installed in AC greatly influenced the rest of the assembly. For the selection of usable parts of the basic components of the AC is equipped with a generator that prioritizes the capacity in order to allow extensive use of aerial maneuvers and quick boosts. I kind of also usually tend to like having a lot of energy so that I can expend it at my leisure. It's all AC it's targeting close, medium, and long range of missile lock on. This AC is equipped with FCS that is specialized for close range combat, allowing it to reliably land attacks with high power weapons. I just went past you guys. Like that. Yeah, I like that attack a lot. With the double hits like that. Weapons and the selection of parts used to assemble AC determines the ideal combat ranges and style. The AC is equipped with 4 range weapons to specialize in concentrating fire at medium range. You got it. And there we go. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Can we get that cluster missile? Oh, we got its booster, and we got its FCS, and its generator. So if you really, I guess if you really like that AC, you can just kind of slap on its parts right now if you so chose. Let's actually see what we can do with that. Got better thrusts and better QB thrust. It's a little bit heavier, but it's got higher boost speed. I'm gonna go with that. This FCS is kind of more for close and medium range, which actually that is kind of more my ideal than long range. Like, look at it, it's kind of a huge improvement. I'm gonna go with that. So we got a new generator here, which has high energy capacity, but low recharge. Where this one kind of has big recharge, big supply recovery. I think I'm gonna stick with what we have. Actually, it's fine. Very medium weight for what we got going on right now. Am I using the rifle? Okay, the gun. I am. Okay, we got one more training to do, then we can do some more sorties. We got reversal jointed ACs. Let's do it. All right, reverse joint leg units excel in jumping. It can also be leverage their leg strength to improve quick boosts. Leg units are able of high jumps that do not consume EN, making it easier to achieve aerial retreats and shift to aerial combat. Yeah, I usually tend to spend a lot of my time in the air. These are not rapid fire. Truthfully, I kind of prefer rapid fire. Also, it's telling us about area attacks, which we have on our shoulder weapon right now. I like that kind of attack. Also, we got plasma missiles here, which are kind of an area effect. Yeah, it's telling us what they're so weapon types fall into 1 of 3 categories depending on the type of damage. They inflict kinetic, explosive energy. Defense performance ACs and other craft varies in each of these damage types, determining their susceptibility or resistance. I guess technically it's probably a good idea to have a large variety of different weapons just in case for that kind of scenario. But I kind of tend to not do that because, I don't know, I like to stick to a specific aesthetic with my weapons. Energy weapons produce heat when fired, and this can ultimately result in overheating. When overheated, the weapon will temporarily be disabled. Functionality will be regained once the weapon has been allowed to cool. Avoid overheating by monitoring your rate of fire. Alright. Ricocheting will occur when enemies have high defense, significantly reducing the damage they take. To counter this, try attacking at closer range or switch explosive weapons. That's kind of what I've been talking about earlier. Is that there are some enemies that have are very heavily armored. Like, I mean, they're all armored because it's Armored Core. But, you know, these guys, especially so. There we go. Also, I just realized that thing's color scheme. Those legs! I mean, I guess I can't, you know, stones, glass houses with my thing's color scheme, but man. We got ourselves a laser handgun. Nice. Also, it'll probably just show us the parts shop that we can equip to the, we could buy it for our other hand as well. That's usually how that goes. Sometimes I get like confused, like what is even the new thing is trying to show me? But it's just our laser handgun, which is what we just used. Kind of cool. But I'm pretty boring when it comes to AC. I usually like to stick to the kinetic damage. Is it kinetic when you just have the ballistics? I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Operation Wall Climber. Assist the assault on the Rubicon Liberation Front. Stronghold and destroy the Juggernaut heavy mobile artillery platform. Mid-route rendezvous with friendly crafts and extra rewards based on the number of enemies destroyed. So yeah, that basically means we will get a resupply. So until then, we could go ham with our ammo.
They want you to assist with a mission the corporations are calling Operation Wall Climber.
This is V2 Snell, leader of the Vesper 2nd Squad.
Yes.
The briefing for this mission. This is an operation of my own design. Consider it a privilege to be called to participate.
Wow. Thanks, bud.
Attacking the Wall, a key trading outpost fortified by the Rubicon Liberation Front. The Rabble have formed a defensive line comprised of artillery and MT squads. Break through the line, then make your way to the top of the wall.
We don't need no education.
A mobile heavy artillery platform. Destroy it.
You got it.
V4 will also be participating in this mission, infiltrating through a separate route.
V4 Rusty. AC Steel Haze.
Taking a crack at the wall, only for their vainglorious hopes to be dashed.
Hello there, Volta.
Do try not to die like a dog out there.
If I do die, it'll be in a blaze of glory, probably. Let's go.
Your objective is to take the Liberation Front fortress, the Wall.
It's the Wall, brother!
You're worth the credits. 621.
I assure you, I am worth all the credits. Positively. Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to fight big things. All systems nominal. Wait, different series.
Commence mission. We'll start by clearing the way for Archibus. Take out the Gatling cannons protecting the city, and the Baus Tetrapod MT further in. There's heavy fire coming from up top. 621, keep an eye out for cover.
You'll never climb the wall, Corporation dog!
Uh-oh. I got trapped on some debris.
Gatling cannons destroyed. The friendly MT squad will
Go.
take care of the city. You take care of the Baus Tetrapod MT 621.
We're under attack. They're in the city.
It's just one AC. Archibus. They're marking us.
Excuse me. One second, I gotta charge my boosts.
Force in act! We stand as one! Die, mercenary!
AP at 50%.
There's an AC behind us.
I'm gonna want to heal.
At 30%.
Baus Tetrapod
Get out of here.
eliminated. That significantly reduces the threat in the city. Access the bulkhead and break into the wall.
Hang on, before I do, I got some credits to earn.
Right-hand ammunition at 50%.
It's fine. We're getting resupplied anyway. I ran into me. Oh, I did that on purpose because we still have the destroyer on the ground. Yeah, exactly. That's what happened. I didn't just fail to pilot my AC. I did it on purpose for the sake of the credits. I did it all for the credits, true. There's still more. And there's another one somewhere. No. Let's just move on, I guess. Don't want to waste too much time. What's in here?
Confirmed. We're inside the wall. Be prepared for close quarters combat.
Let's go.
Do you read me? This is V4 Rusty. You're fast. Guess you're sharper than they say. I'll have to step up my own game. Remember, Vesper was an elite. But remember, even Balaam couldn't crack the wall. Don't count on him too much.
Right-hand ammunition at 30%.
I've been shooting many things. That's fine.
Enemy attack! Use that backup! We're taking too much fire!
Whoops. Okie dokie. Making our way through.
There should be a lift nearby. The target is close.
All right. I might actually lighten the colors I've already seen a little bit. It's pretty dark. It's kind of by design, but I think maybe we can make it a little bit lighter. Might look a bit cooler that way.
621.
Maybe.
I've dispatched a supply Sherpa. Make sure you resupply.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna want to resupply. Give me that Sherpa. But yeah, some of the older ACs were very a little inconsistent when it came to getting resupplied. If you had a second map to load, usually you would be. Usually. But I like how here it's like you're gonna get a resupply. It's like yay. That's kind of when you know you're in for something. When you know you gotta resupplied.
One of the infamous handler Walter's hounds.
That's a me.
Interesting. You ready to climb the wall?
Sure am. Let's go.
That's the Juggernaut, the heavy mobile cannon.
Oh!
Wouldn't recommend taking it head on.
Yeah.
It won't be able to keep up with Steel Haze. I'll distract it while you hit its blind spot. Watch out, it's coming.
All right. Getting some damage on it. Don't back that ass up on me. Yeah, just gonna want to get behind it, and then when that happens, go in for the kill. Go for the kill. I think I missed. Tragic.
This is V4. Understood. Raven, I just got an update from Snail in command. We've got enemy reinforcements incoming. If I don't intercept them, we're both toast. Hate to leave you like this, but you'll have to finish without me.
Don't worry, Rusty. I got it.
So much for our decoy.
Oh. Hold on, I'm out of everything. That sucks.
AP at 50%.
Oh, I'm dying. I didn't realize. I didn't. That's not how I wanted that to go.
AP at 30%.
I actually didn't even realize this guy launched mines. I actually spent so much time in the air. Now we got you.
AP at 50%.
Oh. Hold on, I don't want to turn in roadkill anytime soon.
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Oh, that's fine. Surprised I didn't get hit there, actually.
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Get it. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah.
Confirmed. Juggernaut destroyed. Operation Wall Climber is a success. That pilot, Rusty, it seems he knew who you really are.
Yeah.
It won't matter. I've taken that contingency into account.
I know what you are. Well, we did it. We killed a big thing. Operation Wall Climber. Success. We did it. We saved the city. We did the opposite, actually. But we got paid dollar bills for it.
One new message.
We're war buddies now. I think I should tell you something. During Operation Wall Climber, Arquebus was planning to sacrifice you.
Oh.
The plan was to use independent mercenaries to clear the way so that the Vespers could step in and take over. But instead, you took the wall. The higher-ups are going to remember you now, that's for sure. As will I.
See ya, Rusty. A new exercise added to training. And new parts for purchase. Let's go! We still need to get some new arms and stuff for our AC. Although, before we do any of that, I think I'm going to try it out with a slightly... I'm going to try to line up the color scheme of this thing just a tiny bit. Just like a tiny bit. There. Just a little tiny bit, make it stand out a little bit. Just a little bit. That's fine. Not that drastic of a change, just a tiny bit. Okay, let's see what we got for parts. What do you got for us? Oh, we got the pulse gun. The bubble machine. Wow. I actually like this gun. I like running we got a laser blade as well. I like this blade a lot, actually. I might replace our current one with it. Maybe. We also got a homing missile launcher. That's what it says on the tin. Pulse buckler, which is another kind of shield. Which I don't usually use shields, so no, I gotta worry about it. What kind of head are we using? Oh, we're still using the default, huh? Maybe we could change that here. Did we get new arms? I actually don't remember. I think we did. And we got new leg. Oh, we actually have spider legs now. And we have threads. I like the way I like the way the tank parts look. I don't really like the way they control though, so I don't really tend to use those. I think I want. Yeah, we'll go with this head. And I think I am actually going to pick up that laser blade. Let's see. Yeah. Let's go with that. Okay. Let's put on some of our new stuff. Get our new laser blade. Get our new head. That's about it. Okay. What can we sell right now, if anything? There's apparently still stuff for us. Let's sell the linear rifle for now. Let's sell the laser rifle because I'm not using it. Let's sell the laser handgun. And that's kind of we can sell this booster. Yeah, that's our old one. We can sell our old generator. Okay, cool. I just like to keep things a little easy to manage. Since there's really no penalty for selling your weapons, you might as well do it. Just to keep things a little organized, if anything. I think I mostly got the build I'm gonna want, but I do kind of want that laser cannon. But it's just too much for us. Can we get more energy? Actually, I wonder. Yeah, we could, but kind of sucks for our recharge. Yeah, let's go with this. I think that should be enough for our laser cannon. One on the left or right? Probably right, I guess. Okay. Let's put those in. Okay, that's our new one. There we go. Now we got a slick new laser rifle. Let's go. And we got new training. Tetrapod. We just unlocked the ability to use Tetrapod ACs, so might as well check it out. I haven't really used many spider legs. Maybe I will for the first time in one of these playthroughs. One of 3 playthroughs, because like I said, we have to do it 3 times to beat the game fully. Tetrapod legs have a high load capacity and enable AC builds equipped with multiple heavy weapons. Tetrapod ACs can switch to hover mode after ascending off the ground, allowing them to remain suspended in the air for some time. Yeah, I like the way these look. They're very otherworldly. All right, we got ourselves a linear rifle and what was that? Like some kind of bazooka? I don't know. Charge attacks fire from heavy weapons such as grenade launchers cause more recoil than other attacks, forcing the AC to a simple firing stance. Are capable of absorbing the kind of recoil, allowing these attacks to execute during movement. I actually didn't even know that. You think I'd pay attention? I did think of doing a build at one point of like mostly explosives. I guess this would be the setup to do it with. Oh wait, that guy's still alive. A remote allows you to maintain high altitude and in turn make it easier to establish a line of fire and lock up without geographical obstruction. I believe I can fly. I believe I can get shot out of the sky. There we go. Kind of cool. I don't know. I feel like I would get kind of annoyed by the hover though. I'd like to. Usually when I let go of the button, I prefer to fall back down to earth. But we did get the grenade launcher out of that, which is very cool. And also the part shop's gonna show us we could buy for our other hand as well. You know how it goes. You know the drill by now. I'm gonna stick with the laser blade though for now. I'm being a little boring with some of our weapons, but we do later get the ability to you know really expand our arsenal. I'm kind of holding off on that. Tank ACs. Here we go. This is the tank treads. I really like the way the tank treads look, but I kind of don't really like the way they control. I made an AC with a lot of miniguns on it, and I just kind of gave it really heavy legs. I didn't really feel the need to have the tank parts. Tank legs are heavily armored and boast excellent loading capacity. In addition to lending themselves to highly durable builds, they are also good candidates for high firepower assemblies. Tank type ACs are capable of absorbing recoil and allow them to fire heavy weapons without entering a firing stance. Yeah, you basically become a car. And this is one of my favorite builds in the game. Dual miniguns. Oh yeah. You can also drift. Tank type ACs can drift quickly to quickly change direction they're facing. To execute drift, hold direction you want to immediately. Yeah, to face immediately after a quick boost. Yeah, like that. So if you want to do sick drifts, if you ever want to do sick drifts on your AC, well, that's how you're gonna do it. Oi. Very cool. This is honestly pretty close to aside from the color scheme and the head, the loadout's pretty similar to an AC I made on my own time. We might make something similar down the road with one of our other ACs. We'll see. We got the vertical missile launcher, and we got new exercise data and training. We can train again. Let's go train again. Let's go again. Let's go again. This CVR simulator for advanced emergency certification is provided by some of your own AC and complete evaluation. Training subjects, adaptive enemies. Okay, let's do that. We can just we can use our own AC for this. Which is cool, getting to sample other ACs, but I like to stick with my my own old reliable, you know. Built this mech with rock and roll. During real missions, you can expect enemy reinforcements and other changes of the situation. The test of an advanced mercenary is their ability to adjust to a wide range of combat scenarios and adapt their AC assembly to meet the needs of the mission. Forgot I had that. For some reason, I was still used to having the dual weapons, even though I haven't had a build like that this entire time. Cool. Alright, come on. Oh, I thought I dodged that good. God, I love that spin so much on the laser blades charge. It's just so cool. Oh, we're not done here. Got a little ahead of myself. This one's a little bit on the faster side. There we go. Anyone else? That's the last one. Cool. RAC performed pretty well there, I think. Training complete.
Incoming comms.
Tactical notification incoming.
Congratulations on your certification. You have proven your skills by completing the entire combat training regimen.
Whoa.
Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. Allmind anticipates excellent performance.
Well, prepare to be disappointed. You have now completed the entire training program. Yay! And we got an advanced mercenary emblem. So advanced. Okay. Let's clear the notifications at the parts shop real quick. And what did we end up getting for AC? Let's see. I actually kind of forgot. Oh yeah, we got the vertical missile launcher. That's kind of cool. We have the space. Maybe we could use that. I'm gonna try it out. I thought you were proto. This shit is way too futuristic for you. Obviously, yeah. I'm a little. I'm a little. You know, I had a little. I'm a little. Yeah, you ever see that episode of Billy and Mandy where Fred Flintstone went into the like modern day and he was like, oh. That's kind of how I am. I'm just like, what is this technology? Oh my god. Proto automatically encapsulates for you now. 1 sec, Mafia. I'm sorry. As soon as you get here, 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that, Brodo. I get you don't want me in your stream. You don't need to come up with excuses. I'm sorry. That was just like very poor timing. Anyway, hello there, Scoot. How you doing today? Glad you could join because I'm playing Armored Core 6. This game, I love this game so much. This game is so sick. This is the game I was talking about a while ago where I'm like, I'm making new ACs. This is it. This is the AC making game that I've been talking about on stream a few times. You pilot a mech called an AC. You customize it with your own custom paint jobs, a bunch of weapons, the frames and equipment and all that. And it's very heavily addictive. This game is such a blast. I love it dearly. And since our other plans have been delayed by a little bit, I decided we should do this instead today. And I am having a blast. This game is so much fun. Okay, so here we go. Retrieve combat logs or investigate arsenal number 2. Release 5 combat logs. Mission must be completed within time limit. Extra rewards based on logs recovered. I just realized that your description says you stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It does? Does it still? I should really change that. Oh man, I wonder if there's like any new people that drop by and like, what the fuck? This guy's a huge liar.
One of the Balaam companies has put in a request.
Yeah, basically we are a mercenary. And right now we're just kind of doing whatever the corpos want us to do for money.
Arquebus's augmented human squad. Currently our focus is on their 4th squad leader, V4.
Sorry about now, you delayed it so long I had to give you a taste. I know, now I know how you feel because I've been wanting to play it since last week. I've been wanting to play the thing since last week. Since I was away, and now we gotta wait further. It's like, you ever see that gif from One Piece of Kuma giving Luffy's pain to Zoro? It's kind of like that. 1/5 of the pain that Scoot had to go through. Entering my body.
That concludes the briefing. We expect proper.
One sec, one more time. Sorry about that. Aggressive Mafia today. I've broken like three of the 5 rules. Whatever. Who cares? Who cares about rules? Rules were meant to be broken.
You should be used to Rubicon by now.
What if?
Time to take a break.
Anyway, sorry about that. Very aggressive Mafia today. But no, I love this game a lot. Being able to customize your own mech and kind of get, attached to it the way it plays. It's a blast. I would love if this game got ported to the Switch too, because having this game portable would probably be like very dangerous for me. I mean, there's already kind of an Armored Core game like on the Switch already in the form of Daemon X Machina, which I'm actually end up playing in the future because there actually is a sequel coming out sometime this year. I think it's actually coming out very soon. Daemon X Machina is pretty much Armored Core in a world where Armored Core didn't exist anymore. Anyway, the whole point of this mission is that we're supposed to be collecting a combat or these logs. But we're under a time limit. We're just basically supposed to get as many as we can. Problem is, we are being attacked by everything. Okay, let's get some of these.
That's what we're looking for, 621. I'll analyze it on my end.
System log extracted from a wreck allows one to examine the operation of the craft prior to its destruction. The log indicates that the FCS was operating at maximum capacity, and yet it was still unable to track the enemy. It's completely overwhelmed by V4 Rusty's speed. Clearly a one-sided engagement. Your description says you stream at the time you stream in, but your schedule page says you stream an hour later.
This gives us
This channel's a goddamn mess! Oh my god. I should really fix all that stuff. I have to wonder if any of that stuff turned people away. Like there are times where we get like a new person, and I wonder if it's ever like, wow, I guess maybe I'll check this guy out, and then they don't get the correct information in the slightest. I would love to see the drop-off in misplay during the month of July. Maybe I'll actually lock in a little bit. Maybe I'll finally earn the flesh bulb. Text data extracted from a wreck appears to be the auto transcription for a voice log recorded by an off-duty pilot. The well we found in Galia is going to dry up sooner than later. We can't harvest as much coral as we used to, and what little we got, the corpse squeezed out of a screeze. They know we needed to raise mealworms. How many more children must we watch starve?
some more evidence on what the coral situation looks like.
The coral situation is crazy. I don't think I remember where every single one of these logs is.
Unidentified AT.
It's usually just a matter of go towards the thing and fight the enemies. Hang on, I am aura farming. Oh! Very first thing you look at when a new channel is the description and the schedule and stuff. Well, oh my god, when the car, I have so many bots, Jesus. That may be the worst command ever. You know what? It kind of works because when you're on mobile, it doesn't. The worst part about mobile Twitch is that it doesn't even display the entire title if the title's too long. So that is kind of useful. Video record extracted from a wreck allows one to discern the assembly of V4 Rusty's AC Steel Haze. The Steel Haze appears to be assembled from a Schneider high mobility frame equipped with weapons that allow for swift, agile action. Notably, Rusty appears to favor kinetic weaponry that Vespers members would not normally see. Well, basically, Rusty is somebody that we ended up teaming up with in one of our previous missions. He helped fight a boss together with us for a little bit, but then he got preoccupied by reinforcements, so it didn't last that long, sadly. But we hung out with Rusty a little bit. It was cool. Actually, didn't mean to fire my laser there. I guess it's fine. First of all, why do you have two? Second of all, you can always expand it. I guess I could expand it, but I have two because I set up the new bot recently with Mix It Up, just so we could have like the ding and stuff like that. I still need to do a lot more stuff with that because it seems really cool. And Streamlabs was just kind of the one that we had first off, that we first started with. There it is. That's why we have Probot Zaru. If I could, I'm just kind of using both, but if I could, if there was a way for me to export most of my settings from Streamlabs to Probot Zaru, I probably would. Comms record extracted from a wreck. This appears to be a conversation between allies prior to the start of a mission. We can't beat the top Vespers. We're as good as dead. Lily Ziggy is off duty. She's the Liberation Front's little sister. She doesn't deserve to be out here there on the battlefield. She can still love and be loved. Have a family.
Worthless.
Worthless. That is sentimental bullshit, Razor.
Stop!
That's 5 logs.
Hang on. Hang on, guys. I'm scanning some logs real quick. Video record communication attempts. Video record extracted from a wreck contains leftover data from an attempt to communicate with V4 Rusty during combat. How could you? I know who you are. I've seen Uncle's files. At least tell me why. I almost thought I said Uncle's fries. I've seen Uncle's fries. Yeah, this Rusty fellow seems like a bit of a menace on the battlefield. And now we're best friends with him. Isn't that something? That's the outside of the area. Good thing we're not playing some of the older Armored Core games, because in the older Armored Core games,
Either avoid combat or make it quick.
if we were playing the older Armored Cores and you went outside of the area, you would just instantly lose. You would just instantly lose the mission. Oh yeah, Fleshbulb, lawful evil. How could Fleshbulb be lawful evil? The Deserter. System log extracted from a wreck allows one to examine the commands received by the craft prior to its destruction. No data regarding offensive or evasive maneuvers detected. It appears that the pilot of this craft immediately pulled the emergency eject lever at the start of the operation. At the start, it's like, oh, fuck this, I'm out of here. I can't say I blame him. If I was fighting one of these horrible monstrous machines, I'd probably do the same. It's one of those things where mechs are really cool, but having them like exist in real life would be an absolute nightmare scenario. Look at that face. Yeah, I love that face. How could you not love Fleshbulb? Fleshbulb is our monster. He's the championes. You're evil, but also lawful. More like fall awful. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite streamer ever fall off from when they once were? Yeah, it's like, yo, dog, are you a falafel? Because you fell off. What is that current thing in the corner?
You're no comrade of ours, are you? Wait, you killed them all!
Hold on. Oh, I only have 19 seconds to defeat this thing. That's Sonic the Ska. That was our old monster in one of our previous Monster Rancher playthroughs. He's a mono, but with like with beast skin. He's like a little furry thing. Comms recorder extracted from a wreck. Contains leftover data from an attempt to intercept V4 Rusty's encrypted file. When meat comes, Erlong will technology Elcano. You must hidden then. That's one of our previous monsters. Well, I wish I came here sooner because I don't have nearly enough time. I don't have nearly enough time to defeat this this pilot. No, I want to fight. I want to fight this mercenary. Ah, we actually missed out on that a little bit. Darn it! That was one of our targets for our log. Data log collector. Oh, did I actually collect them all? That might be the first time I collected them all. I don't think I've ever fought that AC before. I think that's the first time I ever collected all the logs in that mission. Oh well, maybe we'll retry it later. Get another chance. We will get another chance because you have to do multiple playthroughs of this game. Hee in order to see it all. Oh my god!
Bagged us some decent intel on V4. I'll report this to Commander Michigan. Additionally, I'll introduce myself. Gun 6 Red, but you can call me sir.
I will not be doing that.
Privileged to be among Balam's best, even if I am stuck whipping you independents into shape. Believe you me, I'm gonna put you to work.
Well, I'm glad that this voice that's been yelling at me finally identified himself. Now I have a name attached. You should do a Freaky Forms Deluxe. Your creation's a live stream. What is that?
Registration number RB20.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds like something I'd love.
Raven, your records have been updated.
Freaky Forms Deluxe. Your creation's alive. I like creating creations and having them be alive.
Additional. All Mind hereby invites you to the Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program.
Ooh, the Arena.
The Arena is a virtual combat simulator designed to support the development of registered mercenaries. It also serves as a benchmark to appraise and rank the mercenaries active on Rubicon. We look forward to your participation.
Old 3DS game, one of the first games you ever played. I do love old 3DS games. That's like one of my favorite things. Is random 3DS games. Oh man. You know what one of my most anticipated games right now is? There's a game a lot like Armored Core. It's called Rig Riot. It's basically this, but it's a roguelike. It's probably going to be the most addictive game ever played. You know, my first 3DS game I played, it was Monkey Ball 3D. Yeah, but I played the 3DS when it first came out, and instead of getting Ocarina of Time 3D, I instead got Monkey Ball. And I don't regret it. That Monkey Ball 3D was actually all right. Like at that point, Monkey Ball was kind of didn't have the best releases, but I thought that one was pretty good. The creature collector like Spore, whatever, or evil made Fleshbulb. The gameplay is a platformer. That sounds pretty fun, actually. And by the way, the Fleshbulb is from Monster Rancher. Okay, you better be prepared to see more Monster Rancher on this stream because that's That's going to be one of our in-between games. I hope you realize. I hope you like Monster Rancher because you're in one. Anyway, we got OS tuning, which basically allows us to upgrade our AC and give them abilities. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to unlock anything. We get these from the arena, which we're going to do right now. Fight virtual battles against the copies of ACs created using All Might's mercenary craft data from the arena menu. Win arena battles to obtain OST chips. Opponent AC data. Your opponent emblems, so you can use OST chips to perform OS upgrades. Yeah, so a lot of Armored Core games have arenas where you can fight against other, pre-made ACs. Kind of give you a little bit of a taste of the PvP. And this is kind of one of the big aspects of Armored Core. This Armored Core 6 is basically kind of it's sort of a celebration of the series where it references past parts of the series, even though most games already have an arena. But, this has a lot of callbacks to previous games in the series. Anyway, right here we have 29F, Invincible Rummy, AC, Mad Stomp. A member of RAD, a dozer faction. Like many other dozers, Rummy is utterly addicted to coral-based drugs. Dosers, I guess. And in his perpetually addled state, he has convinced himself that he is invincible demigod. Even should reality intervene with the costly defeats, he will forget about the setback entirely by the next day. Only death can dispel his notions of invincibility now. All right, let's put our AC, the fight, by the way, is the name of our AC that we built up with this rusty little thing. Let's put it up against Mad Stomp. What'd you say is probably like one of your favorite lesser-known 3DS games? I feel like at this point I've created like a pile.
Welcome to the Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program.
I know for me, one of my favorites is Dragon Quest Monsters. There's a lot of really good Dragon Quest Monsters games on the 3DS, and none of them were translated to English. None of them were localized. It's so criminal.
Commencing evaluation.
Like you could play either the first two remakes of the first two Dragon Quest Monster games, or you can play Joker 3, and they're all amazing. They're some of the best creature collectors out there. And it's kind of a damn shame that they're not super accessible for most people. Bean! There we go. You know that Face Balloon game that came for free for 3DS? That Face Raiders? That's your choice, Face Raiders? Is that really lesser known? That came bundled with the 3DS. And your brother will play that in the back of the car for hours. I did also have fun with Face Raiders, I gotta admit. I've had good times with games where just like take pictures of yourself and your friends and just plaster them in the game. There was a game like that on the DSi that we played on the 3DS called what was it? Was it like Photo Fighters or something like that? Basically, you would take pictures of like you and your friends doing poses, and you would basically put them in this like simple little beat 'em up, and they could do your own voice lines too. So me and my friends and like a lot of my family members I played it with too would like be shouting at the stupid crap at the shot on the top of our lungs, like "Eat shit!" while fighting against opponents. That game was hilarious. That game was a riot. I'm trying to think what other kind of obscure 3DS games. I really like Liberation Maiden. That's also a mech game. I wish there was more to Liberation Maiden because it's more of an arcadey kind of game. You have like 5 stages and that's about it. It's really fun. There was a sequel made on the PS4, but it's a visual novel. For some reason they took this very high speed mech game and they made it into a visual novel. I don't really know why they did that. I mean, I do like visual novels, so I guess I could check it out. But like, I'd probably be like, I want to pilot the mech. Anyway, rank 28, Index Dunham, AC Burn Pickaxe. We fought this guy earlier. A guerrilla leader of the Rubicon Liberation Front, a blue-collar worker who was involved in the construction of the grid. He is now dedicated to establishing symbiosis with the Coral and building a future for the Rubiconian. Rubicon free-form planetary closure, inspired by Father Dolmayan's ideals. Able-bodied and eager, he is zealously dedicated to the cause, but he is more at home in the construction yard than the cockpit. But yeah, I think like the biggest hit in terms of like playing with friends is always going to be Tomodachi Life. That is like the one game I probably have the most nostalgia for. because I would go over to a friend's house every single Friday, and we played the same file. That's the same file I still play to this day.
Arena Combat Aptitude.
I love Tomodachi Life so much. I can't wait for the sequel.
Rank F.
Next year is gonna be amazing.
Subject AC. Burn pickaxe. Call sign.
Burn pickaxe. In another timeline, that's the name of one of Steve's songs from the Minecraft movie.
Main system activating combat mode.
Let's go. And the fight is never really done. I don't know. Almost wishes that the opponents could talk shit to you while they're fighting against you. Like they do usually. Bean. Bean. I love the laser blade so much. So cool.
Target destroyed.
I like how kind of schlubby this AC looks compared to some of the other ones. A lot of the ACs I made in my first playthrough were kind of they had like very bold colors or very shiny. I like the way they look, but I kind of like how this one kind of looks a little bit like a little seen better days, just a little bit. Just a teensy weensy bit. What do you think was the 3DS game you played most multiplayer? I don't think I played many multiplayer, but when X and Y came out, that was like the first game I actually ended up completing the Pokédex. I would like during like the lunch break in high school, me and my friends would like open up X and Y and we do like trading, kind of catch each other up on our progress. And that was the first game I ended up completing the Pokédex in, and that was a really good memory as well. With the 3DS, that was like the first time. Up to that point, most of the time in the school, when I was going to school, I didn't have like a lot of Pokemon friends who played the game, but I did at that point, and that was a real good time. That probably made some of my best memories of X and Y, truly. Anyway, rank 27, G6 Red. Oh hey, it's that guy that yells at us all the time. AC Hermit. Gun 6 of the Red Guns, the Balaam Group's AC squad. As a young boy, Red's life was forever changed when he saw the news broadcast of Commander Michigan's brutal triumphs in the Jupiter War. Red trained through blood, sweat, and tears in order to emulate his idol, supporting his impoverished siblings all the while. When the Balaam admission examination finally came, he won his place in the Red Guns as the very moment he stood to attention to greet the squad. Yeah, I do like how you end up getting a little bit of backstory for some of the AC pilots that you like some of the people that you already communicate with that you don't even really know what their ACs even look like at this point.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program, number 27, rank F. Final evaluation. Subject AC, Hermit.
I don't remember if you could do that in this game, but I remember in some of the older ACs you could get like a replay of your arena battle, and they're kind of fun to watch, seeing it from an outside. I don't know if you can really do that for this game though. Right, let's go. There you are. Oof. Oh, he stunned me. Bendy doodle. Yeah. Oh, with the laser shot, hell yeah.
Target destroyed. its F rank evaluation.
This game's combat makes me feel alive. And keep in mind, this is one of the slower ACs, Armored Cores in the series. Some of the games in the PS3 era are like insane, the kind of speed you could get. I kind of hope that maybe if they, should there be an Armored Core 7, it'd be kind of closer to that. Speed things up a little bit now that people are used to 6, I will see. I hope there is an Armored Core 7. I really do.
You have surpassed rank F.
Every time FromSoft has something to announce, I always hope that it's an Armored Core 6 DLC, but I think it's kind of I think we're kind of past that point right now, but I really hope the series is still alive. I think this game did pretty well. And I can only hope it does better in the future. But yeah, we just passed rank F in our arena. We are now currently rank F. And there's a lot more to go. I love the arena. I'm glad that this game has an arena. Most Armored Cores do end up having one, but it's just a fun feature to have. Okay, we'll spend our OST chips next time. I do have to go now because we did get attacked by the Mafia earlier. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this game, and we're gonna be streaming more of it pretty soon. So thank you to the Scoots and the Mario for showing up today. I love Armored Core 6 to death, and I can't wait to play more of it. So yeah, you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow with some more Armored Core. So yeah, goodbye.
One day I was born at the age of 4. My mama asked me a question. What the fuck are those? What the fuck are those?
I love that video so much.